Okay, we're recording. What's goody, fam? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Soldier. I got another message for y'all. I be trying to switch up. I know, like, how can I say this? I be trying to switch up the environment that I record in, but it be so loud sometimes, man. This seems to be like one of the only spots I can actually just get it to be quiet, And I don't want to record like a long message or whatever with the woo, and then find out y'all couldn't hear me. You know what I mean? Then that would defeat the whole purpose. So just bear with me until I can find a spot where it isn't that many like traffic or people walking in and out of the video and stuff. Like, I mean, y'all don't see it because I don't put it up there. If it isn't to my liking, I'm not gonna put it up there, bro. So this video is about how to know if you have an attachment. Of course, I got notes, so if y'all see me looking, y'all can't see that. Y'all can't see that, but it don't matter. Y'all can read them anyway. Okay, there we go. So let me turn this down a little bit. All right. So the first thing, do thoughts pop up in your mind that you don't agree with? So like, do you keep having rapid thoughts that come to your mind like as negative, and you're constantly like fighting them? You know what I mean? Like, you constantly going up against them. Like, it just popping your head like, what the hell? Like, I would never think of nothing like that. 9 times out of 10, man, you got an attachment. That's something. Either you're an empath. Understand that I say. It may not even be an attachment. It could be also that you're an empath and you're picking up other people's energies. So you have to be careful. Regardless if it's an entity or it's a person, it's something outside of yourself. You have to be very, very in tune with yourself to know if that's your energy or it's not your energy. So I would say, just like, pay attention. Get by yourself and see what type of thoughts you have. You know what I mean? And then whatever thoughts you have, is it more, look at it as, is it more positive or is it more negative? You know, what do you teeter, like, when or you more of a, what is it, glass half empty or glass half full type of person, And just keep that in mind, and then pay attention to your thought process when you're around your friends. Don't just be kicking and and having. I mean, it's okay to have fun, but just be aware of like where your thought process goes. Like, are you okay before your friends pop up on you, and then all of a sudden like your energy shift and stuff like that? So just keep in mind with that. So it's like, do when stuff pop up in your head, if you immediately just don't agree with it, or it just don't sound right, don't feel right, it make you like, it make your skin crawl. It's something outside of yourself. That's not your energy. So you need to pay attention to who's around you. And if there's no one else around you, like no physical person around you, that can be an attachment. But if it's a physical person around you, get away from that person. And then within the next 10, 15 minutes, see, if those thoughts still pop up. If they do, that's an attachment. So just pay attention to that. That was number 1. I don't know if I said that. But number 2, did you all of a sudden feel a draining feeling? Like, do you start to feel sleepy after it was just energized like 5 minutes ago? So, like, self-explanatory story. Like, all of a sudden, you just be out chilling with people, and next thing you know, you just feel like you just want to drop, man. It's like, oh, man, like, you just feel tired out of nowhere. It's like you can't call it, you know what I mean? That could be other meanings to that, but I don't want to scare nobody. Just be alert. It can be an attachment, or it could be a soul tie, like somebody's pulling on your energy. So be aware of that too, because soul ties are real. They do exist. So just, be aware of that. Increase your protection. Don't tell nobody what type of crystals you're getting. I don't care how close you are with them. That is between you and the divine. If you want to teach them, teach them. But if they ask what type of crystals you have, don't tell them. Just say that's personal, you know what I mean? For anybody, I don't care who it is. That is your personal business, because people can get crystals to go to try to work against what you're doing. Believe it or not, there's people who they look like you and everything, like a normal person, right? But like a master of the dark arts and things of that nature. So just be aware. You never know what people know. You can look at me right now, or I can meet you and not know exactly at all what you know. So just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Don't think everybody that you meet is like a slow-mo, or not up to, point or date with the spiritual stuff. Like, they may be very, very vastly in depth and in that type of work of art. So just be on point with that. So like, we don't want to go too far, but like just pay attention if you're feeling drained. Is it people around you, or when you're by yourself do you feel drained? That can be an attachment, you know. So just pay attention to that. Like, you know, especially if you got more than one of these on the list, man. Just definitely pay attention to that, man. So do your negative thoughts come in rapidly. So like all of a sudden you be chilling, right, watching TV, and then a thought pops in your head, right, and it's negative as hell. It's like it's probably on some low-key evil type shit, and you're like, man, what the hell, where did that just come from, right? And then like all of a sudden, rapid, it just keep coming, it keep coming, it keep coming, it keep coming. Understand that one, that is not you. You are a being of light, depending on what vibration is. Some people resonate more with the darkness. If you resonate more with the darkness, this is not the channel for you. I'm not against you, but I'm just letting you know you're not going to really learn anything of the dark arts on that thing. I don't have nothing against you. Peace and love to you. I wish you the best, but you wasting your time over here, brother or sister. But back to the notes. If they just keep coming in, and if somebody's around you, because understand that physical people are entities too, like they're spirit beings too, so they can be attachments too. So you have to understand if that is that person around you. Like pay attention, like every time this person come, like pause. what feelings do they give you? Like what type of energies do they pull up from you? You know what I mean? But if it's no one around you and you still feeling this energy, understand that can be an attachment, you know, especially like I said, if it's more than one of these, you definitely need to handle that. I got another video and stuff I'm gonna help y'all with on that too. So 4, pay attention to how you feel before people come around you and afterwards. Yeah, I just basically just kind of segue into that. And know that people have attachments that may have control over their mind. They might not know that they are being used as an instrument for negative deeds. So look, I know a lot of people don't know this, but when you deal with people who like deal with like bipolar, they call it a mental illness or whatever. I don't know, you know, I'm not, I just know like on a spiritual level, they give it physical terms because they don't want to really go into what they call the medical physical form of it, but we say spiritual. That's an attachment. So when you feel like you're battling with something, you're 1 minute you're up, you're down, you're up, you're down, you're up, you're down, you're up and down. That's an attachment. That's something that's trying to pull on your energy to bring you down, but your natural self is uplifting yourself. So you need to understand that. You know what I mean? If you're a light being, if you love, you resonate with positivity, love, caring, compassion, things of that nature, and all of a sudden like dark thoughts just talking, that is not of you. You have a higher self, which is within your third eye. That's the seat of the soul, where in there through your third eye is your on the fourth dimension is your light body energy, and it's also inside of here and around you, you know what I mean? But your lower self, like I said, you got a higher and lower. Your lower self is your flesh, you know what I mean? This is when people this is your ego self. This is where desires for like sex and how can I say, admiration from other people, like the outside world, anything outside of yourself is the ego form of the lower self, you know what I mean? Anything outside of the self. And when I say like your aura is outside of yourself, it's kind of like inside of your mind, right, is your soul, the flame, right, the eternal flame, right? That's your light body. But just like each flame, that flame has an aura that lights up the room. So your flame is lighting up the room, which is the room, the area around you. So that's your auric field, you know what I mean? Just like that flame, it's that eternal flame. So that's your aura. Be careful who comes in your aura too. But just pay attention to that. And people who don't know the information I'm talking about there, like they think that this physical form of how they look is them, or you know who they are, they resonate with that, they care more about their physical appearance than the spirit body. A lot of those people are easier to control when it comes to like negative entities. Like they can attach to them and throw, like what they do with the way that these entities work, they throw a negative thought. It's kind of like fishing. They throw a negative thought out there, and if you resonate with it and you start to believe it and go with it, like, yeah, like that's, yeah, I like that, like, yeah, I'm with that, they start reeling you in. They're like, okay, well, I'm gonna throw another one and throw another one, and you start going to it, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, your music changing. Next thing you know, your vibration changing, your people change, your area change. You start to literally everything about you starts to change. You know what I mean? Attitude starts to change. The way you treat people change. All that, man. And before you know it, it starts to. If you're dealing with it for years, it becomes like what they call the bipolar mental illness and stuff like that. But that's just it's the best way I can explain it is like, this is your vessel. Your body is your vessel. And that's the same way as my car, like by the wheel. And then let's say I'm in the driver's seat, that's my light body, right? And an attachment will be in the passenger side, right? Trying to jump for the wheel while you're trying to grab the wheel and you're fighting for the wheel. So what's going on the outside is feel like it's chaos. The body is moving. They feel like you're losing control. You don't know where you know, 1 minute you're up, you're happy, next minute you're down, you know, you're negative. 1 minute you're ready to go have fun with your friends, and then you're doing all this stuff. You're happy, you're smiling, and then the next minute you're depressed. You want to commit suicide, things of that nature. That's the attachments, man. This is the spiritual side of this stuff that they ain't teaching y'all. And so the thing is, if you're dealing with multiple attachments, that's when it turns to schizophrenia. You know what I mean? That's when it goes to where you went from bipolar to where it's just one attachment to schizophrenia. It's multiple, entities, and now you're on a vibration to where you can start to hear these entities because you're damn near on the same vibration of them. You know what I mean? So that can be like, you can have one for like. Let me not go too far. I'll make sure I ain't jumping because I'm going to have to talk about this on another one. Yeah, so, yeah, they can go... Damn, what was... Oh, yeah, schizophrenia. So, with the schizophrenia, bro, like, I don't necessarily know. Let me speak it from my... experience, because I don't have schizophrenia, you know what I mean, and I'm not judging anybody who does. This is just something that I noticed because my uncle, he deals with things like that. One take Drake, everybody. It's one take, and I'm letting it out. I'm just letting the spirit flow, you know. But my uncle, he feels multiple things around him, multiple emotions, and sometimes you'll catch him speaking to it. Like you're him say something and it's nobody there. You know what I mean? It'll creep the hell out of you. Not in the way of like you're judging that person, but you like low-key, like, who the hell you talking to, bro? Like, it's only me and you in the room, you feel me? Like, and like one of the situations, I was in the room playing a game like with him, right? And we chilling, you know, we vibing and stuff like that. You know, I'm younger than him, of course, right? It's my uncle, right? But what happened, bro? All of a sudden he just says something, like he whispers it. He's like, yeah, man, this is, but he's like, he goes lower with it, and I'm like, what'd you say? Huh? And he's like, no, I wasn't talking to you. And I'm like, bro, it's only me and you in here. So who the hell are you talking to? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to play the game and play it off like, you know, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, who the hell is he talking to? You know, and it got to the point that, like, you know, at this person, my uncle, it's not like I never was like judging. Many people like stay away from him and stuff like that, and it was a lot of stuff that went down. He ended up stabbing somebody and had to go to jail and stuff like that. Got out, and you know, things kind of went downhill. But I started seeing him to like progress. Like he started to like he stopped smoking, he stopped drinking and stuff like that, and then one day I came around. You came in the room. He threw his Bible in the trash, which, you know, I'm not for nor against the Bible. If you know, you with that. I don't really care. That's your business, bro. But he threw it in the trash, and he started drinking. He started smoking again. He would cry when nobody's around, like, you know what I mean? And it was like, as soon as he tried to pull himself out of there, like, it was at a point where he was exercising and everything, like, it pulled him right back, you know what I mean? And everybody just, like, they say that they love him and things of that nature. I won't go into him, all that, bro. But it's like they talk behind his back and stuff of that nature, and I ain't really riding with that, man. But it was one day he turned on me. You know what I mean? He turned on me. He said some stuff to me that really hurt me at the time when I was like 17 or 18. And it hurt. You know what I mean? I just had to like slide away from him, still had love for him, still, woo the woo. I just know he snaps in and out. 1 minute he's cool, he'll give you the shirt off his back, and I'm not just saying that because everybody else say that. He really will give you the shirt off his back. He's like one of them type of guys. Like, he cares. And then the other minute, like, you could get stabbed, bro. It's that bad, bro. Like, it's that bad, bro. So you and it don't matter who you are. Let you say the wrong thing, like, and it don't even be the wrong thing, bro. You can cough. You know what I mean? He almost got on somebody for coughing. But I don't veer off too much. But that's what I mean on that. Is I think he's dealing with more than that. And I feel like instead of people judging him, instead of going to, I'm going to leave that alone. Because I'm going to just leave that alone. I just feel like if he went to go get some Reiki healing, and if he you know what I mean, is at this point, bro is in his 40s. I think he might, I don't want to never give up on anybody, but bro might be a little too far past gone, because even when you tell him stuff, he don't want to hear it. It's kind of like, in my mind, I think something's like protecting him in the way of like, this is mine. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, like, I want to tell you, like, bro, like, I got this information, but you still look at me as a little bro. Look, you don't even know I'm on a whole different type of level. You know what I mean? And it's okay. You know what I mean? Everybody's at different points in this journey, but you if you don't have an open mind, I hear the thing, each one teach one, but mine's is reach one, teach one. If I can reach you, I can teach you. But if you're not operating with an open mind, you know what I'm saying? I can't help you, bro. You gotta be open. You don't gotta believe anything I say. You don't have to believe anything I say. I just say research it. Like, dive into it. You know what I mean? These are things that help me. But let's go on. 7:47 on the clock, y'all. Peace and love. God, man, 4's a long one, man. I'm trying to. We're already at 17 minutes. You know what I mean? These negative entities can jump vessels. If you're like minded or operating in a very negative thought process, so very self-explanatory. If you're around somebody and you start listening to the same music you're with that person, if you start chilling with that person every day, sooner or later it's like birds of a feather flock together. Y'all gonna start vibrating on that same frequency. It was something that bring y'all apart to where y'all click. Now, if that person's dealing with certain energies or one of the energies as its attachments, it can jump from them. If they get in your auric field and you don't have a strong auric field, or you don't have crystals and things of that nature, I don't really have everything, you know what I mean? I got some more stuff over there, but I ain't finna dig through all that, bro. They can jump. They can put on, and before you know it, you start feeling different. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from somebody who had to fight attachments and stuff like that. So, I'm a spiritual warrior. I can literally tell you like how to get through these things and what you need to do and to be aware of it. You know what I mean? Damn, why did I close this thing up, y'all? Help me, man. Let's go. What we talking about here? This is the wrong one. Oh no, this is the right one. Okay. I got two things, y'all. I got a lot of notes, y'all. So just bear with me on that, y'all. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long because this is already at 18 minutes. Goodness gracious. Does it feel like someone's touching you and no one's there? Yeah, man, that's a big one. That's when your third eye is open and you're like, all right, so let me explain this and break this down, because people don't understand what it means. Like, truly mean with your third eye, right, is your sixth sense. That's your sixth chakra from the seventh chakra. Your third eye, of course, right? And like I say, that's the third eye is the seat of the soul. That's where your energy is, right? And what it is once that's activated, you have 5 physical sense and you have 5 spiritual. You know what I mean? This is where you taste, touch, hear, things of that nature. And when it comes to taste, it can be like you start to get like taste of a certain, like, let's say if your grandmother came around and something like that, and you start tasting like her favorite oatmeal, like you can taste it in your mouth. Like, y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, somebody, how can I say it? you got a certain taste in your mouth that only like this person would eat, or when it brings a memory. And a lot of times that's how spirits communicate. So you got that other side. So when your sixth sense is activated, your the other 5 senses have been now activated. So you have 10 senses. So that 6th sense is not just one sense; it's 5 senses. It's 5 spiritual senses that have been activated. You can look up stuff like clairaudience, clairvoyance. I don't know all of them, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like things of that nature. I needed to know all of them, man. I'm talking about all this stuff, but I know like the 5, like, you know, it's 5 senses. Regardless if I know the name, I know them. You know what I'm saying? But and I know how to tap into them. But yeah. So one is touch. If you start to feel stuff like brush against you and stuff like that, first of all, let me go into something. Your hairs on your body, that's antenna. That's antenna. You know, antennas. That's how your light body and how your brain, how can I say, because your hairs are connected to your nervous systems, and your nervous system goes all the way tied, that's wrapped around your spine, and your spine is connected to your brain. You get what I'm saying? Your brain has nervous systems that a lot of people don't know, that your hair is connected to your brain. So on top of your head, so that's antenna. It tells you about the information around you, and it picks up spiritual information too. So when something brushes across your arms, it feels light as a feather, but you can feel it. That can mean that energy is around you. It doesn't always mean that it's bad, because you could also feel positive energies around you too. But you gotta be mindful of the state of mind that you're in. Or you think about like of normal, like, is your thought process positive or negative? And that'll give you a good idea. And don't be honest with yourself, man. Don't just say it because you can you know what I mean? But like, it could be something letting you know that that's going on. And another thing, we're gonna go to 7, that also let you know, is that if you hear a low vibration in your right ear, bro. So your left ear is for the physical realm. That means if you hear a ringing in your left ear, as which is high vibrational, that means somebody in the physical realm of a high vibration is near you. If it goes to a humming or like a constant like that, that means someone of a lower vibration is near you. And a lot of times that is a warning. Your angels are letting you know there's if there's nobody around you, like in the physical form, that could well, yeah, that's for the physical. Now if it's a spiritual, right, it's gonna ring in your right ear. Your right ear is connected to your right side of the brain. That's the, you know what I mean, that's the spiritual side, like where you get they say imagination and stuff like that. But for me, I think that's more of like the light body within the third eye. They say the right brain, but I think that kind of connects more with the third eye, right? And point is, your right ear, a ring, if it's your guardian angels that's near you, your positive ancestors that's near you. Now, you also have negative ancestors. A lot of people don't know this. That's why I say your positive ancestors when you're talking to your ancestors. You certain people have negative ancestors, so be careful. Not all your ancestors were good. Just like you got family right now, right? You got family. Not all your family members are good. So know that. You know what I mean? Some of your family members are low vibrating. So understand that there was some in the past that's low vibrating, that's connected to, you know, all that DNA and all that. So be careful to when you're calling upon your ancestors. Make sure you're saying your positive ancestors, because you got on the other one. You know what I mean? When you hear vibrating, that means something in the spiritual of a low vibrating, which is an attachment or a low vibrating entity is near you. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's the 7 on that, y'all. Chew on that. You know what I mean? If you got any chew on that, like digest that, like take that on in. You know, if any of these things is on the list, especially if you got multiple, I got another video I'm about to put out, you know, after this one and stuff, that's gonna help y'all with how to get rid of attachments. So I got y'all, man. You know, go ahead, subscribe, tune in. If you subscribe, if you want to see more of my stuff. I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing. Now, what I would really appreciate if you like the video, because that helps shares the video to more people. you know what I mean, and put it out to more people who may be dealing with this and not know. So, you know, if this is helping you understand that there's other people out here that's probably going through, damn near probably be on about to commit suicide, and come across this video, and this can help them so much, bro, especially these practices, and especially the next video, you know what I'm saying? So peace and love with y'all, man. If y'all vibing with this, put a lightning bolt in the comments. If you don't understand why I have the lightning bolt, I got a video speaking about like how I survived a nearby lightning strike 9 days after my 27th birthday. So check that out, y'all, man. Peace and love to y'all. Wish y'all nothing but peace, love, compassion, abundance in love, I should say, and then abundance in financial support. Goodness, abundance in finances. Goodness gracious, y'all. If y'all see me be going over my words like that, stumbling, it's because of certain placements in my birth chart, like the Saturn in Pisces, which Saturn is in Pisces right now as of this video being recorded. And what that is it kind of like it kind of blocks your speaking in a way. Like you can say stuff to people and then they'll ask you to repeat it, or it'll be like you'll stumble over your words and stuff like that. Look into, if you don't understand what I'm saying, look into Saturn in Pisces. You don't understand why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. But you in order, when this comes around, you're supposed to use that your voice, because the universe wants you to use your voice like I am now, to show that you mastered it. You know what I mean? And that's it. I don't make it too long. But peace and love to y'all, man. Peace.